Hello everyone, my name is Pedro Delarosa, and today we're going to be talking about how to better control our finances. It is important to control your finances because it helps us save money, helps us plan ahead in case of any emergencies, and most importantly, it helps us remove excess weight on our shoulders over financial hardships. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is how to find out what your budget is. You can do this by creating an Excel sheet listing all of your accounts, whether it's your Netflix, Xbox Live, groceries, you name it. We just want to put all of our recurring bills and expenses in one place. This also helps us visually see just how much we're spending a month and make any adjustments if necessary. Next, you want to add up all of your bills in order to find out your total expenses per month. Then you want to get a rough estimate of how much money you make after taxes. If you're a salaried employee, this should be easy. But if you're an hourly employee whose hours may vary, write down an estimated amount of what you're likely to make per month. Subtract your total income minus your debt, and you find your budget. If you're not satisfied with your remaining cash, think of ways you can cut back on your monthly expenses. Haven't been to the gym in a while? Cancel your membership. Paying per visit can be cheaper than what you're paying now. Or maybe you're no longer renting movies on Netflix because you like the stuff that's on the instant stream. Then go streaming only. There's plenty of things that we blow money on every month that we can live without. So start cutting back. Now for those of us who have credit cards, having a good credit score is important in order to pave the way for savings in the future. If you ever plan on getting a new car, buying a new home, or getting approved on a personal loan, then you'll need a good credit score to qualify for better rates. You begin by creating a new sheet on a separate tab in the same Excel sheet that you just created. And you make sure that you include any account that you're paying interest in. Sort the accounts from the highest APR to the lowest. The idea is to pay off the highest APR account as fast as you can, and then transferring those payments to the next one on the list, sort of like a snowball effect. The more focused you are on paying down your debt, the faster you get out of it. And the more you put into the account you're currently on, the less interest you're paying, which in turn saves you a lot more money. All this, and you're only using the money that you're already making. Granted, the results will vary depending on how much debt a person has, but you'd still be making better progress than what you probably were doing now anyways. If you have so much debt that it would take years to pay off, then you might want to reduce the amount you owe to 30% of your credit limit. This will help boost your score a bit, as it shows that you're responsible with your credit. You don't want to max out your credit cards for obvious reasons that you don't want creditors to think that you have a spending problem. Remember that credit equals trust, so the more credit you use, the more trust you lose. Whatever you do, make sure that you always pay your bills before they're due, not after. Paying your bills late causes late fees. Too many late payments may result in higher interest rates. If you can't make a payment on time, try to negotiate with the credit card company, and see if they could extend your due date. Usually they work with you, sometimes they don't. Not trying at all, as in not making any payments, results in an account being sent to collections. And as you can see from the picture from here, it doesn't look good. Well, it doesn't look exactly how the picture portrays it, but going into collections can drop your score dramatically. And you might want to cooperate with these guys because they might garnish your wages. Some of you may think that losing an account after paying it off seems like a good idea, but it's actually not. You need these accounts open in order to have a credit history. If you're worried about filling up these accounts with more debt, just put them away. And even though cutting your cards doesn't mean you're closing your accounts, you might want to save them in case of any real emergencies. Once you get into the rhythm of building credit, you may feel discouraged by how long it takes to obtain credit. Don't sweat it though. The important thing is to remain in control of your debt. Most credit accounts need to remain open with a good standing for more than 3 years in order to boost your scores, so try and be patient. One great application to use to keep track of all your accounts is Page Once. This app can send you an email notifying you when a bill is almost due. You can pay your bills all in one place, and it even shows you how much you've paid to date in interest on a specific account. It visually displays how much you owe versus how much you have, giving you a better idea of how far you've come along. In this world of companies that try to burn holes in your pockets, there is one line of business that can actually help you with your finances, and that's the local credit union. Try switching to your local credit union. Not only do they offer better rates than the average bank, but they can also help in consolidating debt, so that you can pay your debt faster and pay only one account rather than many. If there's anybody who loves to pay original price on clothing and other things, please send me some of that money. Shopping can be expensive. With the internet being the biggest shopping mall you can find, it's easy to find sales almost anywhere. Look for coupons or offers on your favorite items. If you're trying to get some reward zone points at Best Buy for a game, but Target has it for less, do a price match. there's always a new way to save. But don't just go out there looking for ways to spend money. That's how we end up buying things on impulse. That's how we rack up the credit card bills. If you can't afford it with your own debit card, don't buy it. Leave any excess cash or credit cards at home before you head out. Even if it's just a few singles in your wallet, leave it at home. Cash sitting in your wallet is more likely to be spent than the money on your debit card. Be creative with your money. Rather than go out to your usual bar and spend $3 for each beer you drink, have a dinner party instead. Not only is it cost effective when buying alcohol, but the cost of the entire meal is probably less than the boneless buffalo wings that you were going to get anyways. Call some friends, buy some drinks, cook a nice dinner, and you're all set. Ever lend money to a friend only to get paid back months later? If you value your friendship, don't lend money to friends. Friends and your money shouldn't mix, unless you're willing to lose that money or your friend. The same goes for you. Don't borrow money from friends, as they can change their terms at any given moment. No good can really come out of these exchanges. Even though you may not see it right away, you can save hundreds, if not thousands, each year just by following these simple steps. It is important to budget yourself now so that you may enjoy the rest of your financial life later. Had I known these things now that I didn't know before, I could have saved thousands of dollars within these last 4 years. But you live and you learn. I hope that through this presentation, you gain a better understanding of the importance of managing your money. Like many lessons in life, this is one of those lessons that I had to learn the hard way. Just remember that once you gain some traction over your finances, you'll not only save money, but you'll get to enjoy it more as well. It's about time that you start thinking towards your future financial goals.